If you're wanting the cinema experience on a smartphone, you're going to need to build something out. This is the Sony a7 IV cinema rig with the Xun video monitor that allows me to use my smartphone as a video monitor, but that's a lot. If I wanted to actually use my smartphone and make it a cinema rig, then you need this metal cage from Ulanzi here. And this setup allows you to adapt any smartphone and make it more cinematic by giving it mounting points and lots of functionality that you typically would get in a setup like that. Now, our smartphones are pretty fantastic when it comes to capturing images. Video is at the forefront of the features that are coming on all of our smartphones, and it's a shame that they're just not easier to film with, but this is going to change because this setup is pretty fantastic. So I'm just pulling all the stuff that comes in this Ulanzi cage out. It comes with handles. It comes with a cage that we can mount our phone in that is modular. This is universal, so it's going to allow me to put any size smartphone in here. So I've got a Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is a fantastic phone, and I'm going to mount it inside of this cage just by putting it into place here and sliding this up, and boom, I have it mounted in the cage. This is the most simple cage I've ever had when it comes to adding this type of functionality to a smartphone. I've had these cages before, but they require mounting your phone in there in a way that just makes it a challenge to get out. I want to be able to get my phone in and out of this cage as quickly as possible because our phone is multi-purpose. We're going to be using our phone for everything, and I don't want it stuck in this cage. So we're going to go ahead and get our screws set in here and our mounting handle, and we'll get our wrench out of the base. The wrench magnetically attaches to the base here, and with a little bit of force, because those magnets are so strong that hold it in place. There we go. Now, what's great about this handle is that it is adjustable. And so once you get those screws in there, this slides up and down. And so you could find a real comfortable point that you can adjust based on what kind of phone you have in here. And you can see that there's even different quarter 20s here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mount it in the middle, and we'll just screw this in, tighten this down, and then I'll go and tighten the actual handle down. I think with where I might want this is with the monitor a little bit higher, knowing that I can still make adjustments here as well. So I'm going to tighten this handle down now that I feel like I've got it in a good position. Make sure they're nice and snug. Then we'll get the other handle attached as well. All right, so with those handles mounted, we've got a pretty good base system going here. Let's walk around what this cage provides. Now, our handles, of course, provide stability. This allows us to really make better movements as we're filming with our phone. We can't really do that just holding onto the phone. That's one of the problems with the phone, is you're pinching it and holding it like this, and you're introducing a lot of vibration, and you're just not really able to make solid and fluid movements. And you can do that more so with the handles. Now, there are cold shoe mounts all over this thing. And so the first thing we would want to do is attach an external microphone to give ourselves better audio. So I've got the Rode Video Micro 2, and we can attach that to the cage itself, or we can even attach that to one of the cold shoe mounts on the actual handle that also has quarter 20. There's so much adaptability here, probably more than one person would ever use as far as adaptability goes. Now we've got the microphone plugged in, but one of the other things that smartphones aren't really good at is providing additional light for your scene. Maybe it's nighttime. And so Ulanzi also makes a mountable light. And so we're just going to grab that light out of here and grab the little mount. And it also comes with some different lighting adapters, color filters and stuff like that, and a charger, which is fantastic. Lots of additional functionality even to that light to really customize your experience. So let's put the quarter 20 mount in here. This is just a basic quarter 20 mount, but if you had a quarter 20 mount that also has a swivel on it, that would be even better. You can customize this light and put this light wherever you want it. That would probably be the better option, would be to use a swivel. So I'm going to mount the light right here on top and then just rotate that a little bit. And we've got a light. It also has a light modifier attached to it as well. I could pull that off and get the bare bulb, or I can use the light modifier, which of course is going to soften the light and smoothen it out. So now that I've got my phone mounted and we've got the accessories, I'm going to unlock my phone with my fingerprint here and put it in video mode. and we're ready to go. This is so cool. Now I could turn on my light. So we'll just go ahead and press and hold the button and turn on our light. And now we've got the light on, we've got the handles, we've got the microphone, and we're ready to go and film something cinematic with this phone. This is the type of setup that I've always wanted for a smartphone. Now, there's also the ability to add another device on the front, and so you can slide this right in. So we'll just push the microphone out of the way a little bit and slide this in down into place, and it locks. And this is going to allow you to mount an additional smartphone. So why would you want to do that? Well, perhaps maybe you would want to be live streaming from one, or filming vertical video on one device while horizontal video on another. The way this is set up, I could attach another device to this and have two devices in one. So let's go ahead and actually do that. I'm gonna leave the main phone in there, and let's move the microphone out of the way just for a moment so we can get this adjusted, and we will slide in our additional device. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Another device slid and slotted into place. And I might want to move my microphone over to the handle just to get it out of the way of that phone. And we're getting crazy here. Now we've got two different phones mounted, and two different phones allows for two different perspectives. And then of course I could just slide this right off. Unfortunately, I can't rotate this around, so this is not going to go in at this angle, but I can slide it right in and have that horizontal and that vertical. Also a little bit of side-to-side adjustment here in case I need to move it over. This is a pretty neat setup here. Being able to build out something that provides a lot more functionality for your smartphone, gives you the ability to be more stable, gives you adaptability, and the ability to add accessories. So I know I've said the word ability a lot, and I'm really trying, you guys, not to use repetitious words, but when it comes to stuff like this, there are so many cold shoe mounts all over this thing. Not that you really need all of these. I mean, you need a solid microphone. Maybe if you were going with a secondary phone, you might want another microphone on there as well. You can mount bigger lights to this as well. You could even forego the handles altogether and mount this to something like a camera gimbal, which would be really cool. So you've got the cage protection all the way around with the additional mounting points, and quarter 20s all the way around, so you can adapt this and mount it to pretty much anything. So the sky really is the limit with a setup like this, because you could build out your own custom video rig for your smartphone and capture content that is already on your device, ready to be uploaded to your favorite social media platform. So let me know what you think. I mean, this is pretty crazy. I might also use this for testing out phones on my other channel. I have a tech channel, and I do a lot of phone comparisons and phone reviews, and this might be a good setup for doing video and photo comparisons when it comes to those phones, as opposed to the rig that I usually use. So Ulanzi, I think they kind of knocked it out of the park. I've had other video rigs like this before, and it's just too much trouble to get the phone in and out of them. The adaptability, mounting points, and all of that stuff are not as universal as is with this. I can hold this in any orientation. I can mount the handles to the sides if I wanted to instead, and make this a vertical system for a smartphone if you're going to be shooting like TikTok content or whatever. That's what's great about these. Take the handle off, mount them up here instead, or mount them to the sides, and then you've got a vertical unit as well. Very simple to do that. Didn't even have to remove the iPhone from the front of it. And now we have an alternate way of utilizing this. We'll just remove that altogether. Now I'm shooting TikToks, or I'm shooting Reels or Shorts. This is great, being able to have something that is this versatile. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. What would be your use case for something like this? Obviously, this can be kind of overkill when it comes to shooting content, but if you need something that's adaptable, you want to easily just be able to disconnect your device and get it out of the cage and move on with your life, that is where this comes in handy. My phone is now out of this device, and I can go on with my day and come back and put my phone right back in and start filming again later. That is the unique functionality of this device. So I've got links in the description below to the Ulanzi cage, and the accessories that I utilized in this video on this little build is definitely something unique and different. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. The links are in the description. Comments are appreciated. I interact with you guys down there. So make sure to go down to the comment section and share your thoughts, and we'll see you back in another video. Take care.